Good morning, all. Welcome back to the channel, Trucking with HB. So anyway, this first little clip is my trip going from Phoenix, Arizona to Sacramento, California. And I had a tire blowout, man. So that's kind of the last load of my week, um, last week. And then we transitioned here into me taking off a panel because I needed to switch out the cables running from the batteries to the inverter because the ones I had on there were pretty old and messed up. So I wanted to just kind of tighten everything up, make sure that there were no, trips or sparks or anything along the lines of the wire. And then also uh, during this week that you see here, my air conditioner started acting up as well. So, I had to try to figure out an alternative until I get that AC repaired. So, what I'm going to do is hook up a portable air conditioner and put it in the truck, run it through the inverter, sparingly, because you can't just leave it in the inverter without the truck running or run down the battery. So basically, I'm just taking off the panel here, you know, um, getting ready to change out the wires and whatnot. And this will be a two-part video because I'm actually going to be getting some different wiring to put onto the new inverter, newer wires than the ones I have on there. Just basically make sure everything is tightened up and better than what I had on there before. So yeah, this is just me basically, taking off this panel and, coming from being a company driver to an owner operator, man. Like, when you're a company driver, basically, you just turn the truck in and let the people at the mechanic shop work on the truck. But then when you're an owner operator, you have to start trying to do as many things as possible as you can on your truck because any little thing that you take the truck to the shop to do, they're going to really charge you. It's really pricey. So, my buddy, who has already been an owner operator for quite a few years before me, he kind of like showed me a lot of things, man, and kind of brought me up to speed on a lot of stuff, showing me how to do some things. And so he gave me the confidence, to get in here and start doing some of this stuff myself. So basically, I just want to go in here and make sure that my battery terminal is clean, get all the dust, dirt, and grime out of there. Just make it as clean as possible and, you know, um, presentable when I open it up. Just not have a truck that's looking, grimy and dirty, basically. So I'm just kind of cleaning the battery terminals right there and getting all the dust and stuff that's in there out of there. But I'm learning that on these trucks, man, it's pretty much a non-stop thing with maintaining these trucks and just staying on top of everything to try to make sure that everything is going right and, you know, to be able to keep the truck running. Um, it's a non-stop everyday type of deal. So yeah, so I just use my air hose to kind of blow out the dust. That kind of came in handy right there for me because it's right there under the driver's seat. So just kind of going under there and blowing out the dust and stuff and trying to clean it up. But yeah, so this is a two-part project, like I said earlier today. I'm gonna end up changing these wires out, like I said earlier, and just uh, basically have everything the way it's supposed to be. I mean, it is right now, but um, I just want some newer stuff under there. But yeah, man, it's just like there's always something going on with the truck, you know. If it's not one thing, it's another. But that's kind of the way it is, you know. It's a gift and a curse, I guess you can say. But I mean, if you like truck driving and you love doing what you do, then it just comes with the territory. And I really like driving a truck. I love being in here. I love the freedom of it. I love just being able to move around, and not be stuck in one place all day long, like in an office or something like that. But yeah, this week I got to do local work because my daughter's graduating from high school, and so I figured also I don't want to go too far without having an AC because there's supposed to be a heat wave going on here in California this week, and you know I don't want to be too far without having an AC. So basically, what I plan on doing is changing out these wires, hooking up the new inverter, putting the portable AC unit in the truck, and just use that until I'm able to figure out what's wrong with the air conditioning system. So that's what I'll be doing the rest of this week. Uh, just local work. So I'm on a load right now. I'm trying to get one for, after this one uh, delivers in a little bit. But I just thought I would throw some commentary on this video. And this is me actually. I had to go to the store to get a couple of things, so I had to button this back up so nobody would come and steal the battery. And this is me taking it off again so I could, continue on with what I was doing before, which is changing out the connectors on the battery and also the connectors that go to the inverter. So basically, I'm just taking this off again after I return back home, going to the store, because you just never know. Somebody sees those batteries there and they can just come by and swipe them if they know you're gone. So yeah, I'm gonna get back in here and get back to the job, and can finish doing what I, did for that day. But yeah, I mean, I had a tire blowout, as you saw in the first clip of this video. I was on my way back from Phoenix, Arizona. It was hot that day, and so basically one of the recaps just went flying off of the truck. I saw it, I heard it, you know, and then I saw it in my mirror just go flying off to the right, up in the air. And I was like, oh man, here we go, They throw recaps on these trucks. When I bought it, they are brand new recaps, but they didn't. I guess they didn't seal it down to the tire right or something. I'm not sure, but they were real thick, man. We call them gators, because they look like the back of an alligator with the tread. So it looks real good, but when they're recapped and put onto an existing tire, they can come off if it gets too hot. And, um, and I have another one that's kind of looks a little bit iffy that came with the truck when I bought it, that has like a little bit of separation where they connect the recap on the tire. And so I'm worried about that one too. So I'm going to try to keep my speeds as low as possible, and try not to, run the truck anywhere where it's too hot, if possible. And if I do have to go somewhere that's hot, just keep the speeds as low as possible so that those tires don't heat up to the point where the recap wants to separate from the tire. But yeah, so that was an interesting experience, and one that I hope I don't have to go through ever again. You know, but that's trucking, man. You know, things happen, things come up, and that's to be expected. So, you know, it's just the name of the game. Um, Also, dealing with these brokers always trying to lowball us on our rates for these loads, man, it's crazy how they think that we can operate these machines, you know, and not be able to break even, you know, like it's crazy. But they'll try to get away with it as long as they can, and then when at the last minute they'll raise the rate up, and it's crazy the way the industry is. But you know, you just have to learn how to navigate it and work it and work the boards to your favor. And so I had an advantage coming in because my buddy was already doing that, you know, and so he kind of showed me how to do, you know, what I need to do in order to be profitable. Um, so far so good, and it's like a learning curve, you know. You just get out here and you learn as you go, pretty much, with everything. If you haven't really had the experiences of being a owner operator, when it comes to like working on your truck, when it comes to dealing with the brokers on the load boards and whatever it is, you know. So I'm enjoying it though. I love truck driving. This is something that I actually like to do. Um, so it makes dealing with like traffic and crazy people on the road a lot easier when you love doing what you're doing. Yes, you know, it does get frustrating still because, you know, people will be people, but being an owner operator and when you're doing it for yourself, it kind of like dampens the frustration that you have when you're not getting paid that well as a company driver, you know. So um, that's one thing I've noticed is that I'm a lot more calm. I'm a lot more patient and just able to kind of deal with little adversities a lot better, you know, having my own truck instead of driving somebody else's truck, you know, because everything is pretty much up to me. So, you know, it doesn't really pay and doesn't really do any good to be stressed out and road raging or anything like that. You know, just be as calm as you can and get through whatever the situation is because every day turns into another, so each situation is going to pass, you know? So that's how I look at it. But yeah, I feel like I'm boring you guys here. So I'm just going to let the rest of this video play. Um, if you subscribe to the channel already, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. If you watch the videos, you know, watch all of the videos and like them and put some comments on them, you know, so that the channel can grow. And, you know, like I said, subscribe to the channel, share the videos. If you're a new owner operator or owner operator, you could offer any advice. That would be appreciated. Share your stories, whatever it is. That would be great, you know. If anything that I do can teach anybody or motivate anybody to want to, you know, take that leap and be an owner operator for themselves, and that's awesome, you know. I figure without any risk, there's no reward. So uh, sometimes you just gotta take that leap of faith, you know, and stick to it and be dedicated to it, and it might turn out great for you, you know, if you're dedicated and hardworking. So Anyway, guys, like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the videos. I'll keep dropping videos, man. But you guys got to start liking and subscribing and watching all the videos and stuff, man, in order for me to make it worth my while to keep doing this, you know. But everybody have a blessed day trucking with HB. I'm going to let the video play, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.